Hi, all. This is Saida Valgara from Becoming I Am here with the astrology of Tuesday, July 7th. So, this day, the moon will still be in Aries. So, we are still in that active. I'm a sovereign being in myself. I have authority. I can exert boundaries and work towards them. And in that energy of fire, we also still have the energy of Leo and Jupiter playing friends, which will expand our inner light and make us shine brighter, or or make our ego look a little bit more fluffy. Okay? But the thing about this day, and if you saw the astrology readings that I did zodiac meetings in English and in Spanish for all the zodiac signs. Um, you would know that this Tuesday, Neptune officially goes retrograde in the sign of Aries until December 12th, 2026. We might have a little bit of it swaying back and forth, but for the most part, it's there. And this is pretty big. It's actually a pretty major event because this Neptune retrograde didn't really take place. I mean, the last time it took place was during the American Civil War. So and I'm sure that if it took place in the American Civil War, other nations around that same period of time were going through this internal warfare. That would be 1861 through 1865. So the atmosphere of this energy of the retrograde of Neptune in Aries is one of very strong emotional charge. So if we were thinking about retrograde energy, currently we have Mercury in retrograde, which is like literally making us forcefully see the things that we didn't want to see about the cracks in our foundation. The sun is in Cancer, and Mercury is in Cancer, mind you, too. The sun is in Cancer, which is also amplifying more of that energy. And now we're having this emotional upheaval where you are having to recognize, like, maybe I was friends, or maybe I was connecting, or maybe I liked these people, places, things, and energies because they were linked to my wound, and not so much because they are linked to the person that I feel like I am. And this whole time, I've been potentially sabotaging myself because I keep drawing the same shit that I want to push myself away from. So, can you just imagine how that can like create an energy inside of you where you're having self-loathing, where you're disappointed in yourself, where you're sad, where you're kind of angry, um, and kind of like it can't be. It can't be. Like this sudden clarity that causes a lot of disbelief, that kind of energy flowing through your energy field. And so I would tell you this is actually a good thing. And I know that I tell this to a lot of my clients, and they're like, "What?" When they tell me all these terrible things that happen. And I'm like, "But this is actually a good thing." And let me explain why. The good thing is that you're starting to realize that you've been working out of an outdated software, right? And that the only thing that you need to do is make a choice to click on update. And that will cause a situation where you're going to have to remove certain things. You have to check yourself a lot before you wreck yourself. So this is like checking on, like, am I reacting like this because of this specific person or this specific situation? Has this specific person or this specific situation shown me or proven to me that they are negative, low vibing, toxic, etc.? Or am I working off that old system and I'm just fearful that these people are going to do the same thing? There's a difference there. And when you do, that's when you course correct change. I can tell you that though it says it's going to go till December 12th, it can last longer or it can last shorter period of time, depending on how much time you take on self-reflection and hitting reset. Also, just a side note, I'm going to repeat the same thing I did on Monday. You are not an island living on your own in this reality. There are a lot of people around you, and not everybody's going to agree with you, and not everybody's going to do the same thing you do. And so, some people may react to this situation in anger and disbelief, and it's not possible, and something is lying to me, but it can't be the truth that lying to me, it's everybody else and it's not me. Okay? And there are people that just denial, 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 denial. And that's because if they perceive that if they made this mistake, then everything they've done in their entire reality is totally wrong. And that's not true. Two things can exist at the same time. Like you can be wrong and right at the same time. You can be good and bad in the same situation at the same time. Okay. So but they're not going to get that. So boundaries, this entire week will be my forte of telling you do boundaries, 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 because legit, there's going to be a lot of really heavy people out there with their emotions seeming like they're crazy loco, but they're really like literally short circuiting because they're coming to some kind of realization that they never solicited for, they never wanted, but really it's not their choice because divine is the one that makes the choice of that, right? God, source, the universe, goes. So I hope this helps.